Hello YouTube, Bushcraft Woods Devil here. This will be part 2 of my testing of the Ozark Trails multi-tool. Part 1, which I put out last week, was just kind of a review of the nomenclature and features of the knife. I had planned to go out camping this weekend and to test it out, but that plan fell through. I had to go to some in-service training, renew my first aid CPR AED for my job, so decided to go ahead and just do a little background, a backyard experimentation with it. So I think I did not mention last time that I had sharpened the knife up. I put it on my stones and it was easy to sharpen. It's not a real hard steel. Again, it's probably just generic 420 stainless. It seems to be holding the edge pretty good. Had a little more difficulty sharpening the serrated blade, which they call a saw, and that's not far wrong. It really is pretty much just kind of useless as a serrated blade. It just will not take a good edge, at least not so far. But what I did find is it's not bad for maybe doing some notching. It has a flat-sided blade, so once the blade is immersed in the wood, it's going to get stuck in the kerf, and this is about the best you can hope for, is to maybe just do some notching if you want to lash a couple of poles together. Cutting rope, I would imagine it'd probably be alright, but this blade did pretty good over here. The only problem I have with it is very loose. Just will not, has no real resistance on it. You got to be careful with it. But again, you know, we're talking a sub $4 knife. I really didn't expect much. Actually, I batoned with this knife. Something I don't generally do is batoning with a folding knife, but I was kind of bent on abusing this and seeing what it could do, and it didn't do half bad. It won't go through knots. It's just not going to do it, but it'll go through straight grain pretty well. And of course, I made a lot of shavings. So now this was the light colored stuff you see in here is coyote bush, which is very, very hard. And I have a piece here. This is a piece I was shaving the wood off of. Very hard stuff. It's just awful. The darker colored stuff in here is coastal sage, and so we'll see if we can make a fire here and brew up a cup of coffee. It's about that time of the afternoon that I usually like to have a cup. So take my little fire kit here, give me a little bit of tinder. Windy out here this afternoon. Alright, got a burn going here. Guess you can see that alright. Yeah, I had wanted to go out and camp, but just too many things to do. Life kicks in. You gotta keep your job. it's an essential for all of us, so it is what it is. But I don't know, this knife's all right for, you know, a beginner knife for maybe a young scout or like that. Something for a youngster to learn on. Be all right. Like some people, I think there's other reviews on it on YouTube, and several people suggested that it'd be the way to go for a spare tool in your glove box. I think that's absolutely a doable, good role for it. Not much else I can say about it. It's not coming loose or anything bad. Seems to be staying together pretty good. I have not had a chance yet to use the file for anything, but I don't know. Let's see what it'll do. What the heck? Yep, right. See that? Went to use it and it folded. Huh. You might polish a piece of wood with it. It's not going to really rasp anything, but it's a double cut. A double cut there, and this is a single cut file. Yeah, you can put a polish on something. See that? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic with this. It's just cheap. We got a good fire going. So what are your plans for this weekend? You guys gonna go out and hit some trails or something? Summer's here on the Central Coast. Got a lot of people in the area. It's Father's Day weekend. Should be a lot of people. I'm going out on a hike with the local ecological organization tomorrow. I mean, that should be a nice outing. Reservoir Canyon, which is a local trail. Kind of looking forward to that. Let's see what else this thing can do while we're waiting. I prefer the straight edge of the two. Baton here. We got a boil. This constitutes abuse, by the way. Probably avoid your Ozark Trails warranty. That is some hard stuff. Whew. Man. That is some hardwood. Not sure what that is. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Knife comes to the rescue. Okay, so there you have it. Didn't break, loosened up considerably. I would not want this as a primary in most situations, but could you use it? Yeah, you could use it. But it's like I've said before, you know, it's better to, if you can't afford better, buy what you can, get outdoors, practice your skills, learn, save up for better gear, and then buy the better gear when you can afford it. But don't let inexpensive gear or the lack of gear keep you from going outdoors. Buy what you can and learn on it. Anyway, that's all I got to say today. Gonna have my coffee and we'll talk to you a little later. Have a good day.